older I get, the smarter my father seems to get. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Well, a little bit of green, right? But nothing too impressive considering the massive amount of red we've been looking at for the last, I don't know, week plus, it seems like. Got a lot of people out there telling us to be optimistic, telling us to look towards the possible ETF that could be coming, telling us to look at the backed, cryptocurrency actually settled exchange. We got, some news about more of this stuff, over-the-counter, hedge funds, all that good stuff. I mean, I can tell you what I think about it. I mean, you guys can always formulate your own opinion about what's happening here in the cryptocurrency market. But when it really boils down at some point in time is, do you believe that cryptocurrency is going to be part of the future? Do you believe that currency is going to move towards being completely digital and not this paper dollar bill stuff that we trade, that we can see based on statistics as a smaller and smaller percentage representing the overall money in the world? Those are the reasons, those are the things that we talk about. This is why we're here, is to try to get in on the ground floor of this stuff. So, as always, we're going to sit here, we'll talk about the news. I'll give you some opinions and thoughts. We'll talk about what's going on with the channel. But you know what's really awesome that we got going on? We actually got Samantha over there in the chat tonight, taking care of your comments and questions. How are you tonight, Samantha?
Good.
Good?
Yes.
That didn't sound very enthusiastic.
I am good.
It's a little late. I think you should just have a warm cup of coffee. It's a little chilly out here tonight.
It is a little chilly. I am wearing the sweat ensemble. And I am drinking coffee. I'm trying for it all, okay?
Well, would you mind pulling up that wonderful screen share so that we can all take a look at Coin Paprika together, see what some of these statistics and numbers are telling us right now? But, overall, I want everyone to stop and realize that it's about the big picture. I mean, not only is it the fact that we're trying to make our wallets, fatter with a little more Skrilla as we move into the future, but it's also about that we're trying to, revolutionize and change the world to be able to move away from what is happening now. No matter what it is that you have a problem with that's in the fiat system, it could be the banks, it could be the government involvement, it could be, having it or not having it, or taxation and all of these different things. But for some reason or one reason or another, everybody seems to have some sort of a problem with the fiat dollar bill. All right, here we go. Looking at Bitcoin, we got BTC price coming in at $3,819, telling me that's good because we're up 2.44 in the last 24 hours. Still under $4,000. Shaky ground for me. All right, we got the last 7 days showing a 13% loss. We got XRP holding the number 2 spot still as Ethereum had slipped backwards, coming in at 36 cents. That's up 2.6%. That's down 16% on the week. We got Ethereum coming in at $110. We had seen this briefly drop below the $100 mark into the $98 range, but we're up 3.3% right now. That's 14.5% down for the week, though. Bitcoin Cash, talking about Bitcoin Cash ABC here, if you're confused for any reason, $182, that's up 1.2%. That's down 18% for the week, but I don't know if I would necessarily use these statistics as anything good because we're still looking at they have split. So we're looking at Stellar Lumas, XLMs at 14.4 cents. That's up 1.44%. That's down 24.4%. Ouch. Hurts. As we can see, some of these altcoins are gaining more than others, especially as we see EOS coming in at even $3. That's down 3.9%. I had seen it a little lower earlier, so I guess it's good that it's headed back towards the green, I guess we'd say, but that's down 18.6%.
Ridiculous.
Litecoin, $31. I mean, are we going to be seeing the $20 that Charlie Lee had called out right before he sold his Litecoin at the top, saying that we could be seeing a 90% reduction? I don't know. I mean, it does seem like sometimes these creators and higher ups, as we look to them as crypto mentors, they seem to know a little something we don't know sometimes. And $31, that's up 6.4%. That's gaining quite quickly there. So that's a nice plus. Down only 5% right now on the week. So that's also a plus. And as you can see, we got Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision showing up here in the chart in the top 10, coming in at $94. That's down 13.77 on the 24 hours and up 90% for the overall week. I mean, I guess for some reason, if you were jumping in there, you probably made some profits. I mean, I knew that was nothing I was going to mess around with, but kudos to anybody who did go jump in there and make some money, because, you know, hey, it's hard to do, especially in these bear markets and everything we got going on. That's one of the things I'm going to talk about a little bit today. And of course, I have to do it every single show because, as always, we're a nonprofit out here trying to spread Bitcoin awareness. That is ultimately the underlying reason on why we're out here. And we try to continue to be out here every single day. Not only do we provide a free email help desk service at eugeneforce20@gmail.com. You can hit me up on Twitter too. I'll also answer questions there. But we actually get out, put feet to the ground, and try to spread out flyers to spread Bitcoin awareness. We try to do this at electric musical festivals because it seems like the people there are very receptive with this ideology that they have of PLUR, which is peace, love, unity, and respect. We seem to fit in real well with them and have no problem getting them to be very receptive to this ideal of a peer-to-peer digital currency. As you can see, time has been passing, but we still have a little ways. $64 64 hours and 64 days and 5 hours.
64 hours, people.
We'd have to be doing a telethon that at some point.
The possum is in the chicken coop.
Oh my God, there is a possum in the chicken coop right now. I'll have to deal with that after. We're on air right now. 64 days. We're trying to get out to the Forbidden Kingdom in Boca Raton. Be able to pass out flyers there. We're getting closer since Paul Rouleau has kicked us off. As you can see, we still need a dollar cost average. I know it's really hard in these bear markets in order to be able to give up any of this cryptocurrency. All right, let me go ahead. Let's stop the screen share. Let's pop out the backyard. Let's get the chat out and see what we got going on here. Oh, got me around the other side here. Hey guys, how you doing tonight? Thanks for getting out here with me on this chilly one. I got a good cup of coffee and a nice warm sweater on though, so let's see what's going on, right?
All right.
Going on in the chat there.
We got Paul Rouleau. He says,
Paul
good
Rouleau,
evening.
My man.
Hoping the bears go into hibernation soon so we bulls can run free once more.
It'd be nice. Yeah, I mean, it was nice. I mean, you know, I guess, you know, I came into cryptocurrency and the prices were sideways stagnant. And then, you know, we went on that big bull run. And I guess, you know, you didn't realize how good you had it until you lost it.
Yeah, sadly. I don't know. We were thinking, oh, yeah, 100K. That's happening like right now.
Enthusiasm and optimism gets the best of all of us.
We got Andy Anderson. We got John from Malibu saying that he's back in Malibu.
Nice. I'm glad you're back home.
Nice.
I'm glad that I'm assuming everything is good and that you're safe and that your home is in one piece. So that is a big plus. Bad, horrible stuff that happened out there. Big catastrophe, you know. I wish everybody the best.
We have Moscow Mule.
Moscow.
Yeah. Our Rafterman said, I care about the people, not companies in BTC.
Right. I mean, that's, you know, I think it's the fact that a lot of people moved away from what the true cypherpunk, you know, fundamentalism and the reasons were on why we created Bitcoin and, you know, what it actually has going for it, besides the fact that it's going to go up in value. You know, that's a big side factor to it.
Oh, John said 3 of his neighbors lost their house. Oh, that sucks. That does suck.
That is sad.
Oh, man, that's like how, like, around here, like, the hurricanes and, like, the sinkholes and stuff, where it's like you had a house one day and then you don't. Ugh. All right. So, let's see. Andy Anderson said, when it hits bottom, I hope it makes a thump. That way I'll know when to buy the most.
Exactly. That's what we
just wait for it. Oh my Lord.
Sound like the penny in the well, at least.
I know, right? Something. Give us something.
All of a sudden you're sleeping and you just hear it. Come on. It's the bottom. Run to Coinbase.
Ooh, our Afterman gave us $2 for the super chat. Yay!
Oh,
Thank you.
Well, I guess that means we should probably get to work if they're going to actually pay us to be out
okay,
here.
Yeah, I guess.
So what do you want to start with, Samantha? Do you want to talk about the news, or should I talk about, you know, what I was telling you about this morning and this afternoon on what I think is kind of going on in the market? Well, I guess let's go in with the news. We got NASDAQ, right? The second largest exchange out there. They're looking to go ahead and be able to do cryptocurrency futures. Is this good? Is this bad? It's kind of the same old, same old. We've been hearing a lot about, futures and hedge funds and credited investors and possible ETFs. And once again, we're looking at them talking about Q1 of 2019, that they went ahead and got regulatory approval for all of this. And they're saying this because institutional investors, they're saying that the need is out there, the demand is out there, and that they're going to provide the service. So price ain't reflecting that, that's for sure. I mean, if there's so much happening and so many institutional investors and hedge funds collecting this stuff, why isn't the price up? That's what I hear. That's the question that's being asked at hand, is if the future is so bright for cryptocurrency, we're making all these onboarding, avenues and ramps, and, everything looks like it's about to just pop out the pipeline here, either at the end of this year or at the beginning of Q1 of 2019. Why isn't the price reflecting it? I mean, we just get the whiff of a ETF possibly a year ago, and we shoot the price all the way up to $20,000. And now here we are with 5, 6 possible major things that are just as good as an ETF, and we got nothing. I mean, we're like a dead fish gasping for air right now. We got miners turning off left and right. We got the scammers falling out the market because nobody can make a dollar in it.
Yeah.
I mean, we were hearing people talking a week ago about manipulation. I mean,
I know, right?
So, I mean, talking about all of these things, we got the BOC, right? And they're out here talking about phase 2. To me, it just sounds like they're trying to put some media news out there to keep them in the headlines, keep them going. Because as they come out, they're talking about that phase 2 is going to be happening at the beginning of, Q1 as well. And then they're talking about that it's going to have cold storage offered by Microsoft, and that they're going to be building all these apps that are going to be allowing onboarding and offboarding between fiat cash and, cryptocurrency. I mean, I don't know. It's just, I guess we heard so much from ICOs about what they're going to do. It's like, I'm tired of hearing what people are going to do. I want to see something. I want to at least see a line of code instead of just how this is going to happen. But this is another one of those ones that people are looking forward to, saying that, this is going to pump the price of cryptocurrency up. It's going to be, Bitcoin settled. Well, I mean, ultimately, what determines the price of Bitcoin? The miners aren't really determining the price of Bitcoin, because if they were, they wouldn't be shutting off all their miners. So,
right,
I mean,
they'd be figuring out a way.
We're paying this in electricity and we're paying this in overhead to make it, so this is the bare minimum. Well, that's not working either. So obviously, it must be the exchange, right? Because I know every hodler out there is saying this stuff should go back to 20,000 at least. So
yes, all of us want.
So we're looking at the people at the exchange, the people that really don't hold their own private keys, the people that are here solely to make money. But then at the same time, they're not holding enough money to be an OTC like buyer and seller. They're actually at Binance. They're actually at Kraken. They're actually leveraging at BitMEX.
Right.
So is this kind of just a situation right now where all of these institutional investors, we keep hearing about it, but we're not seeing it? Well, that's because they're all buying in the background. Unless we're doing blockchain analysis to watch where these Bitcoins are moving around in the background, we're looking at coin market cap and expecting that to tell us the totals. And that's not telling us the totals. That tells us the totals of what's happening at the exchanges, which seems to be what? It seems to be the people trying to make money in the cryptocurrency market unloading their bags on the next sucker. Who's trying to unload the bags on the next sucker? Dropping the price of Bitcoin and every other cryptocurrency along with it down. Doing what? Making it even cheaper for these people that are NASDAQ, the BOC. I mean, we got Circle owning Poloniex. Just picking up all this cryptocurrency real cheap. Because they're not building all this infrastructure just to have this stuff go back to $1,000 or $1,500.
Moscow Mule is asking if you have heard of the XRP $589 conspiracy. I have not.
I have not heard that.
I do not want XRP to get up to $589.
I mean, It seems like lately everybody just wants to talk about how XRP is going to take over the #1 spot and be the next Bitcoin because banks are adopting it. And here in 2019, all the banks are going to adopt it, and it's going to push the price of it up. Well, I mean, ultimately, that's not true either because, I mean, this is my personal opinion. I'm not a big XRP fan. I know that the creator holds 80% of the XRP. So as just like Bitcoin and everything else, the price on what this stuff is determined by the morons at the exchange trading back and forth, trying to make money instead of waiting.
Yeah.
So when they only got 20% to move around, I mean, as soon as it makes enough money, the guy that made all of it's going to go, Skrilla in my pockets.
I mean, I guess that is the real problem now is so much shady stuff has happened that now everybody thinks everything is going to be shady in the end. Like everybody's just waiting, besides Bitcoin, because no one knows who Satoshi is, for the exit like tweet. For like just the, sorry, yeah, we've been doing this for 6 years, but peace.
Yeah, long game.
Like, I mean, I don't know. It is that people are getting paranoid. Like, you know, it is that thought of, oh, you might be lying to us. I mean, we didn't realize the last 10 people lied to us until after the fact.
But I mean, this is the same stuff this is where the trolls and everybody, you know, get their kicks is, you know, there's a lot of people out there that said, I told you so. You can't just make something out of nothing. You can't just go out and make money. Like, you know, I'm just going to make a little code and I'm going to get 1,000 computers to run it and I'm going to get some Amazon servers to run it. And boom, we got new money. You know, that is a scam. It always leads to be a scam. The way that Bitcoin is so real is that it's actually been here for 10 years. It has gained some decentralization. It has a strong network.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that it's perfect. Of course there's problems. Of course we're still developing the second-tier solutions of Lightning, or else we have no scalability to become world currency. You know, of course we still have some centralization with the mining going on in China because that's where they're producing the chips. So it's better than, let's say, I mean, Digibyte.
You had to say it.
I seen that they were up today at like 13% or something.
Oh, Vengeance here. Vengeance just gave us a $10 super chat, but I was reading that Vengeance was here saying, oh crap, massive fractional. Hold on. Me and my loveliness. I can't scroll upwards,
I'm
people.
glad that you're here, Vengeance. Thanks for coming out, buddy. I've caught you at the end of the last couple shows.
Massive fractional reserve happening in the exchanges, allowing them to short BTC into oblivion. They'll pump it next year and I'll be ready. I'm buying every BTC I can get my hands on. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it does. It just, I mean, I've been here for a minute. It seems like the longer I'm here, you know, the harder my beliefs become on, I mean, Bitcoin is the true next cryptocurrency. And it seems like that they know it and that they're out here playing games trying to say, hey, look over here with these altcoins. Let me try to collect it on the cheap by manipulating the market. Let me start building. Because what's going to happen, right, is we're going to dump all these bags back and forth on each other until we drive Bitcoin price down to, let's say, 1,500, right? And there's no more. We're all bummed out. Everybody's out. And they've collected all of it, a lot of it, tons of it, right? Then what are they going to do? They're going to pump the price up. Then they're going to move it sideways for a little bit, just enough to get the buzz feed, the news going about it. Because we've seen what happens when the price of Bitcoin goes up. Everybody comes running in real fast, thinking they're going to make $1 million. But by then it's going to be too late. By then they're going to run it all the way up to 50, 60,000. And then when everyone finally finds all of these onboarding avenues that they went and created, that they're making more money off of by onboarding these people and collecting 5% or 10% of their cryptocurrency as they're buying it, they'll just stop pumping it up. And they'll let it come right back down.
Vengeance super chat comment is every altcoin has a central team that can change the rules on you anytime they want. They are known and can be threatened and arrested. Bitcoin doesn't have that vulnerability. See, that's, I don't know, like, I know that it is maximalist, like that is technically what category I fit it, but I really don't think of any other, all of the other coins the same as Bitcoin, and that is the problem. Like, I really do like zebra, donkey. Like, they're not the same.
They're not.
They're close and sure, and yeah, they got, you know, hooves and manes, but they are not the same.
I mean, and that's where the problem comes in, is that then people start adding the platforms and the ICOs and the tokens, and then you get really confused. Because then you're looking at things that are not the same. You're looking at the apples and the oranges and the pears, and you're just saying fruit.
Right. They're all just fruit. It's
Fruta,
like
fruta.
it's like when you learn that other language and you don't know, you don't know what banana is, but you know what fruit is.
Well, all right. I got one more piece of news to talk about. I know I'm a little worked up about all of this. It's just that, it is frustrating to know that cryptocurrency does have such a bright future, and that there's so many people that want to keep producing FUD and talking bad and all of this, because that doesn't do any good for the market. It doesn't do any good for people's aspects and state of mind. This stuff is going to go up. It is going to turn around. Nothing lasts forever, right? Everything has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and the best thing you can do is stretch out the middle.
Well, I mean, yes, like life expectancies, all of that. You're trying for the middle,
Yeah. But, all right, so we got a little bad news out there. We're looking at BitPay, CoPay wallet. There apparently was some malicious software that was mixed in there with the GitHub. It was version 5.02.
No, 5.1.
And no, 5.02 all the way up to 5.1.0.
Yes.
So if you downloaded any of those, and I guess they have another one, 5.4 out. So, I mean, we're talking, if you had a wallet, it's a little older. There could have been some malicious ware in there. They would have went and cloned or copied your private keys, meaning your wallet's not safe.
Password something. They could have done something because they outsourced.
So, I mean, if that's something, you got one of these BitPay, CoPay wallets, you should probably go check into that. Make sure that you're not a vulnerable risk here.
Yes, they were saying that just get your stuff out and make a whole new, completely new wallet with on their new update. Just get rid of the other one. Pretend like it never happened, I guess, if you still have your money in there. I mean, yes.
If you still have your money in there is the key part of all of that.
When you log in, if it doesn't say 0, move it to a brand new wallet. Oh, I mean, there was only a couple transactions. I had a doggy transaction that literally never came through. There was a couple.
I think the only transaction I had that never worked was I used Shapeshift inside the Exodus wallet way back when, what was it that had come out? It was like one of the altcoins or the ERC20 tokens, and I had traded some Bitcoin for it, and it never showed. And then when I wrote a ticket, it was like during all the hype and everything, and I never got a response.
Yeah, it was around the CryptoKitty time. I do remember because we didn't use any of that very much. We're not big Ethereum people either. Sorry.
So what do we got in the chat? Anybody got any questions, comments, anything you guys want to talk about in particular? I'm feeling pretty good. I can hang out for a little bit.
We have crap. Yet again with the scrolling. Shut up. Don't judge me. Moscow Mule says, best strategy, keep cost averaging into BTC and alt and just dedicate a year of doing this regardless of the price or the popularity. That way, when it does pump, you'll be in a great spot. I mean, it's kind of like the Adam Meisterness, like don't focus on, it's hard not to, but it is a very good strategy. I mean, just like how like the old like bonds and stuff, if you looked at that $500 bond way back in the day all the time, that thing would have been screaming at you. People tuck those bad boys in a drawer, I
don't know. I mean, it sounds like a smart saying, but when it really boils down to it, I mean, because you always, if you're in crypto, you're in crypto. Your time perception's all messed up because you're running on crypto time. You're constantly looking at the horizon. You're constantly looking at the next thing. You want adoption to happen right now. But when you step out and you get back in like the real world or whatever, I mean, we are looking at 3 to 5 years before we could see something major. You know what I mean? Like where life is different than what we're looking at right now, where when you go into a store, there's going to be a little panel to pay and you've never seen it before. You know what I mean? Like if you time jumped or something, you'd be like, what's that? And how do I use it? Kind of like the 3 shell thing. What's the third shell?
What's the third shell? I know. I liked. I don't remember which YouTuber we were listening to, but he was talking about some article where they were saying like literally, right now in cryptocurrency is like the first like internet cafe in 1994 in France. Apparently that was the very first one type deal. But, you know, like if you're thinking about that, I mean, that's when no one had cell phones. Like, you know, like that's there is so much that has happened since 1994 in technology. Like, holy crap, that's when you couldn't pick up a TV by yourself.
But I guess it's, how do you help somebody, or what do you think to yourself that makes you go, here I am today, and no matter what happens, I know that this is going to be something in the future. And regardless of what anyone tells me the price is right now, if I needed to or wanted to sell it, how do I keep my optimism? Because that's really what you're trying to do, is you're trying to keep your optimism. You're trying to stay optimistic about the value of Bitcoin in the future for the amount of goods and services that you could exchange it for over what you're being told you could get today for goods and services with it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we're all talking about being able to afford the $200,000 home with one Bitcoin. Like, here's one Bitcoin. Give me the title of the $200,000 home. Where right now we're talking about trading that one Bitcoin for a cheap car, a real cheap car.
Yes. I think my first car was around that price, but hey, whatever.
Eugene Florida Special.
Yeah. Fenton says, I've never bought an ICO. I'm just not a very trusting guy. We know we haven't either. I mean,
is it really that you're not trusting, or is it that you're intelligent? Because 90% of the ICOs turned out to be scams, and now we're looking at the second saying that 90% of them are securities. So did you fall in the 10% that wasn't a scam and isn't a security? Because that's a really small percentile.
Yeah. JT Irby is here. He says, hey.
Buddy. What's up?
And John from Malibu is apparently going to be having some minor heart surgery on Friday. Oh.
Well, I mean, we'll pray for you, buddy.
Yes.
Wish you the best.
It'll be okay.
It will be okay, because we'll see you here on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. He'll have to rest. We'll see you Monday.
Yeah, Monday, 8 o'clock. Like 5 in the morning your time or something crazy.
Yeah.
It's
coffee.
Fine. Yeah.
It'll do your heart good.
I don't think they'll let him have that. I mean, I'm not 100% because, thank God, we've never had to have surgeries. I don't know what they do and don't let you have, but I'm pretty sure caffeine is one of those not okays. I know. I would be not okay with the not being able to smoke, and you wouldn't be okay without having coffee. We'd be like, what do you mean I can't have coffee? Don't tell me what to drink. Water with little ice chips. All right. JT Irby says NASDAQ futures 2.0. So does that mean twice the manipulation without the reach around?
I mean, it's starting to feel like that. I mean, it really, I don't know if it's just that it's bothering me a little bit about, because I did receive some emails from people just, you know, with, I thought they were, if you're watching, sorry, but silly questions, you know, talking about all the price is going to be going down and all this other stuff. And it's all happening in OTC. And that's the problem, is that all of these major investors and all these millions and hundreds of thousands of dollars, it's all happening over the counter, because if they were forced to come to our exchange and buy it, our price would be fluctuating even more than we could imagine it fluctuating right now.
Right.
I mean, it'd be so volatile that everybody would be super scared. They'd be like, oh my God, up 10%. Oh my God, down 20%. Oh, we're up 30. You know, it'd be like back and forth, because they would be moving the amount of Bitcoin that's in circulation and up for sale and being bought back and forth that are available at the same time. It's, who knows? Who really knows, actually? That's the problem. No one knows.
Right. So John says nothing after midnight. And Benjamin comes back with, don't drink Diet Mountain Dew. I know. First off, no one drink Diet Mountain Dew, but apparently I really have to figure out how to get my fix somewhere else. I have tried to go with just normal Mountain Dew, okay? There is something in Diet Mountain Dew. I'm sure it is something horrible for me that makes it different. It's horrible.
I don't know. I gave up soda 17 years ago or something. That stuff is horrible for you. And I don't know how people suck that stuff down 2 liters at a time.
When I met you, you drank Code Red.
And that was like the last year I drank soda.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know. I'm also the odd man out in the family because our kid doesn't really drink a lot of soda. He likes weird ones like root beer and cream soda.
I don't know. This isn't what people are here for.
Hey, listen. I know. I'm sorry, people. You don't care what we drink. Mike McCormick says the mid 35s were the bottom. Turn that dial all the way up. JT Irby saying it's straight poison. Sam doing the do. I know. I'm sorry, people. Don't hate me.
All right. What time is it? Time to wrap it up.
It is 7 o'clock.
All right.
What? Yeah.
All right, you guys. Well, I'm glad you guys could come out here and join me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. As always, I got tools, links, affiliation codes, and all that good stuff listed down below. As I keep telling you guys, you never know, if YouTube's ever going to pull cryptocurrency. Seems like it's going to be less and less now that we're looking at it. I'm even seeing scams pop up on my Facebook feed. I
know.
that one out to you
that
one
was crazy.
Saying join BitHum and you could get a free 15 Bitcoin.
Yes.
I'm like, wait, they're giving out like $70,000. Well, this is back when it was closer to 6.
Still, it doesn't. I mean, seriously, 15 of anything, dude. Give me 15 real dollars for free. Okay.
But so besides all that, I got tools, links, affiliation codes, all that good stuff listed down there below. You got to come over and check me out on the other social media platforms. Give me the thumbs up, the heart, the like, the whatever it is. It's the best way you can support the channel without pulling that fiat out of your pocket. I'm on Tribes, I'm on Minds, I'm on BitTube, I'm on DTube, I'm on Steam. If you do got that extra crypto, I know it's hard in these bear markets, but I got those donational addresses. I'd rather have you give it to the Tally Fund, though, because that actually goes and helps everybody. We have to spread awareness. Bitcoin has no marketing department. We all have to get out there and do our part. So this is like a carbon offset. We all got families, we got work, we got everything else under the sun. Some of us are shy. We can't get out there, shake hands, explain what Bitcoin is. I love it. Samantha loves it. We want to get out there and do it for you guys. So a couple dollars, dollar cost average this, and we'll make it happen. As always, you guys, though, I mean, is there anything in that chat, Samantha, that we should address?
Vengeance telling me that he prefers water with lime juice. Andy Anderson is saying that water tastes better the more you drink it. And JT Irby says hint water is the bomb.
Thank you guys
people.
For helping and encourage Samantha to get healthier. As you can see. I know, they just got me laughing. All right, you guys, have a great night. And remember, keep your BTC safe.
We love you guys. Bye.